Hi guys, how's it going? This is Landry Black here, and this is just an excerpt from my new Beginners Paxful Members program. Just going to talk about today 5 signs you need to change your merchant account today. Like these are 5 signs that you should be looking for, you should look out for, mainly with these big ones that you guys already know, PayPal, Stripe. Those are the ones that we are going to talk about today. So just a quick little preview to show you guys what to expect in my Beginners Paxful Members program. Information just like this and much, much more in there that really helps you guys succeed, not in just the 3 methods I give you right away to start out with. However you're processing your gift cards, PayPal or Stripe is mainly what I'm talking about here, or any other way, this Beginners Paxful Members program is for you. I really get into the details and the whole overall peer-to-peer marketplace sort of conversations, the things to look out for, the ways to make money and to keep your money, because that in of itself is the price of gold. And this method is easy. Sign up right away and start to make money right away, or even if you're looking to hold on to your money, what things you're missing out on, this is where I'm going to be putting all of that information, just like we're talking about in this video today. Vague fair usage policies. Okay, your payment processor has the power to shut down your account and hold your funds hostage, but do you know what would allow them to do that? Do you know? And again, I don't know why I keep doing this. I keep putting but at the beginning of the sentence. Nevertheless, let's continue this. But do you know what would allow them to do that? Well, it can happen once your risk to them increases, right? So unfortunately, many payment processors have a subjective opinion of what risk is, meaning they can just decide to shut down your account on a moment's notice if they want to play it safe, right? So, such as, and I gave an example here. I don't know if you guys could see this. This is off of a forum that I read, and so if you just, I put it down here. Just look at the following post from Payment Processor Hell right here. This Payment Processor Hell right here. This is what you don't want to happen. So Stripe holding $33,000 hostage, right, and threatening to withdraw more funds. And the reason being is this person, they were just like, hey, I've had over 705 transactions. I don't know if you guys can see this. And they received one chargeback. I usually tell a lot of my people, like, hey guys, just keep it, and this is a true fact. If you keep it, try to keep it below anywhere from 3 to 5% of chargebacks is considered high. I typically try to get my students to keep it under 1%. And anytime it's about to go over 1% because you think you might have had some scammers, you need to immediately get a hold of your merchant service and try to explain to them the situation. Most of the time you guys are going to have a handler and you can talk to them and just kind of explain what's going on, and make sure for a little while you have right after that, as soon as you get those few chargebacks, you want to immediately, and guys, and this is very, very important, because within those 90 days, I told you, 90 days, they're going to soft watch you. 30 days, it's hardcore. In the 30 days, no chargebacks, guys, have none. And that's why I suggested what I suggested in number 1 to you about a way to kind of work around that a little bit, right? So let's get into this a little bit more, right? So this is continued. So one chargeback in 705 transactions was enough risk for Stripe to hold 33,000 hostage, with 12,000 getting seized the next day. Because this person, they told me, like, hey, I also had paid out. They were saying, hey, depositing into your account 12,000, and Stripe took that as well, like took it out of his account once it hit the next day, because it had went, like, his cycle was up and it went into the account, and Stripe told him this whole thing, and you guys might have experienced it too. Hey, we're just checking on some things, give us a second. Yeah, we just pulled that to make sure the funds, they never gave it back. So that's a chargeback rate, if you're following along, of 0.14%. a rate 7 times lower than the one required by the banks. Again, I told you there's a different rate. Each bank has their own rate. I typically try to tell everybody, again, 1 to 5%, which is usually what it is. Each one's different. So, however, when the payment processor holds all the leverage, okay, they hold all the leverage, guys, due to this fair use policies, then your business is balancing on a knife's edge here, right? So if you'll notice, and this is right off of Stripe stuff, I let you see it right there. Any businesses that we believe poses elevated financial risk or legal liability or violates card network or bank policies, that's what they consider. And it's on them. It's we believe. Oh, we believe this poses elevated financial risk, and they can stop you. Guys, I've had, again, legit businesses where I'm doing fine, haven't had any chargebacks, but because of the high volume, and that's going to be one of these points too, high volume out of the blue, they'll deem that as, oh, that's too risky. So if you guys are getting into this and you are using these merchants, Stripe and PayPal, guys, be aware. You need to keep it steady for a little while, fly under the radar for a little bit, right? Set up several of these Stripe accounts and do it. But let's go ahead and move in to number 3. So, high processing fees and hidden charges. It's become normal now for businesses to expect to pay 2.9% and 30 cents on every transaction. Again, I'm saying businesses, but again, guys, we know why you're here, okay? I just thought I'd cover all of this. So, however, I just want to let you guys know that this rate is far too high, but because 95% of processors charge this rate, you don't have many options, okay? This doesn't even cover all the hidden charges too. Most of the fees you will never see coming until it's already cost you time or money. Here are just 2 examples what I'm talking about here. So I want you to pay attention. PayPal's sneaky conversion rate charge. Did you know that PayPal gives you an exchange rate that is 2 to 4% lower than the current rate? Meanwhile, you check their website, and you'll never find a charge listed for this service. That's why a lot of you guys are like, oh, I made this much, but you didn't really. You didn't really after everything that's come out. And number 2, B, Stripes. Now this is Stripes. That was PayPal Stripes. Stripes hidden fee. Did you know that once you process $1 million in sales, ask me how I know this one, $1 million in sales, that Stripe increases their processing fees by 0.5%. Now if you are doing $1 million per year in revenue, this would equate to $5,000 in extra fees on top of their already high rates. Right? Guys, an extra $5,000. It's a numbers game at some point, especially for you guys at tax season. It is a numbers game.